On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Fabulous.
Extremely pleasing or good, based on or told of in traditional stories.
Examples:
A fabulous price. A fabulous monster. Thank you for inviting such a fabulous party tonight.
Workshop.
A place where people work, especially one where they do manual or practical work. A brief intensive course for a small group.
Examples:
Workshop attendee. Carpentry workshop. The artist held a workshop to teach students how to paint with watercolors.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Engraving.
A design or picture made by cutting lines into a metal plate or stone, especially for printing.
Examples:
A wood engraving. Engraving tools. The intricate engraving on the silver vase was a work of art.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Plexus.
A network of nerves, blood vessels, or lymphatic vessels that are interconnected or interwoven, a complex structure or system with many different parts.
Examples:
Brachial plexus. Lumbosacral plexus. A chiropractor may use spinal adjustments to alleviate pressure on the sacral plexus.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Physiological.
Relating to the normal functioning of living organisms and their organs and systems, concerning the physical or biochemical processes and activities that occur within the body.
Examples:
Physiological response. Physiological activity. The doctor explained the various physiological changes that occur during pregnancy.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Automotive.
Of or relating to motor vehicles.
Examples:
Automotive manufacturing. An automotive transport company. Our company is an automotive component supplier to motor manufacturers.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
Fascinate the public. Fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event. The act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples:
Run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Vocabulary.
The words used by a language, group, or individual, the knowledge and understanding of words and their meanings that a person possesses.
Examples:
Vocabulary list. Academic vocabulary. Using proper vocabulary is essential for writing a good essay.
Keyboard.
Device consisting of a set of keys on a piano, typewriter, computer, etc., that you press to make it work.
Examples:
Numeric keyboard. Keyboard instruments. Please strike the enter on the keyboard.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Relaxation.
A state of being free from tension, stress, or anxiety, a condition of being relaxed, calm, and comfortable, a period of rest or leisure.
Examples:
Relaxation techniques. Relaxation music. Yoga is a great way to promote relaxation and reduce stress.
Temper.
A person's state of mind, emotions, or attitude, a tendency to become angry or excited easily, the elasticity and hardness of a metal object.
Examples:
A hasty temper. Bridle my temper. The temper of the steel needs to be just right to ensure the product's durability.
Anticipation.
The action of expecting that something might happen in the future and perhaps doing something about it now.
Examples:
Anticipation of her arrival. Hazard anticipation. She waited in eager anticipation for his arrival.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
The branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors, who are well versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Reflex.
An automatic and unthinking response to a particular stimulus, a physical reaction to external stimuli.
Examples:
Reflex test. Knee reflex. My leg kicked involuntarily when the doctor tapped my knee with the reflex hammer.
Hemisphere.
Half of the terrestrial globe, half of a sphere.
Examples:
Northern hemisphere. Cerebral hemisphere. This weather pattern is unique to the southern hemisphere.
Limbic.
Of or relating to the system of the brain that supports a variety of functions, including emotion, behavior, long-term memory, and olfaction.
Examples:
Limbic cortex. Limbic epilepsy. The limbic brain region responded readily to negative or sad sounds.
Outmoded.
No longer in fashion or use, outdated or obsolete.
Examples:
Outmoded fashion. Outmoded business model. The company decided to replace its outmoded machinery with newer technology.
Bypass.
An alternative road, channel, pipe, or connection that allows flow while the main one is closed or obstructed. Verb, to go past or round.
Examples:
Gastric bypass operation. Bypass circuit. This patient must undergo bypass surgery.
Sensory.
Of or relating to the physical senses.
Examples:
A sensory organ. A child with sensory issues. Sharks have highly developed sensory systems and are extremely sensitive creatures.
Apparatus.
The equipment, materials, or tools that are used to perform a specific task, often in a scientific, technical, or industrial setting.
Examples:
Apparatus malfunction. Respiratory apparatus. The laboratory apparatus made it possible for the scientist to experiment.
Cortex.
The outermost layer of an organ, especially the brain.
Examples:
Cortex cells. Visual cortex neuron. The cerebral cortex consists of 6 layers.
React.
To take action in response to something.
Examples:
React at a high temperature. React against his way of thinking. How did he react to your idea?
Exposure.
The state of being in a particular situation or place where there is no protection from or guarantee to something harmful, the disclosure of something secret.
Examples:
A southern exposure. The exposure of a fraud. The long exposure to the air tarnished the antique tableware.
Filthy.
Dirty or unclean, often to an extreme or offensive degree, morally offensive or obscene.
Examples:
Filthy streets. Filthy language. The hotel room was filthy with dirty sheets and stained carpets.
Puddle.
A small pool of water, especially on a flat surface, a small and usually shallow accumulation of any liquid substance.
Examples:
Puddle of water. Step in a puddle. The rain had formed a large puddle on the sidewalk.
Stream.
A small, narrow river, a continuous flow of something, such as liquid, gas, people, vehicles, etc.
Examples:
The stream of time. An endless stream of cars. Jet streams are the common name for air currents that form high in the atmosphere.
Coliform.
Relating to a group of bacteria such as Escherichia coli, E. coli, which are present in the intestines of humans and animals and are used as an indicator of water or food contamination.
Examples:
Coliform levels. Coliform contamination. The presence of coliform bacteria in the water indicates contamination and the possible presence of harmful pathogens.
Disgust.
A strong feeling of dislike or disapproval.
Examples:
Public disgust. Show disgust at his actions. He was filled with disgust and fear for the threat of war.
Migrate.
To move from one country or region to another and settle there. To move from one place to another periodically or seasonally.
Examples:
Migrate across borders. Migrate a service. Many Germans migrated to South America in the mid-19th century.
Osmosis.
The process by which molecules of a solvent, such as water, move through a semi-permeable membrane from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration, the gradual or subtle absorption of knowledge, ideas, or influence from one source to another.
Examples:
Osmosis process. Osmosis tube. The roots of plants absorb water and nutrients through osmosis.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Potable.
Suitable for drinking, safe and fit to be consumed as a beverage.
Examples:
Potable wells. Potable drinking source. We should always ensure that we have a potable water source when going camping.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Bore.
To make someone feel weary or uninterested, often by talking at length about uninteresting or mundane topics. To cause someone to feel bored or unengaged. Noun, a hole or tunnel drilled or dug into the ground, either for exploration or extraction of natural resources.
Examples:
Bore diameter. Bore him with his stories. The lecture on quantum physics bored me to tears.
Gentle.
Having or showing a kindly or tender nature, soft and mild.
Examples:
In a gentle voice. Gentle downward slope. Her gentle manner relaxed everyone there.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Innocent.
Not guilty of a crime, offense, etc., not having an evil mind or knowledge.
Examples:
An innocent child. Thousands of innocent people. My husband was found innocent of any crime.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Spine.
The series of bones running down the center of the back that protect the spinal cord and support the body, the backbone or vertebral column.
Examples:
The spine of a book. A cervical spine injury. She has a minor curved spine due to desk work for many years.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Stupefy.
To make someone unable to think clearly or feel confused or stunned. To astonish or astound someone to the point of being temporarily unable to react or respond.
Examples:
Stupefy with drugs. Stupefy the mind. His talent for the violin will stupefy even the most seasoned musicians.
Delicious.
Exceptionally pleasing to taste or smell.
Examples:
Delicious breeze. Variety of delicious foods. We could grill the meat in a delicious way.
Eyebrow.
The hair arc over each eye in humans.
Examples:
Raise her eyebrows. Eyebrow cosmetics. She raised an inquiring eyebrow towards me.
Expression.
The act of conveying thoughts, feelings, or ideas using words, facial expressions, body language, or art, a look or gesture that conveys a particular emotion or mood.
Examples:
Artistic expression. Expression of interest. His facial expression showed a mix of surprise and confusion.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Poignancy.
A quality or state of being emotionally moving, especially in a way that makes you feel sad, evoking a sense of sadness, sorrow, or sympathy.
Examples:
The poignancy of the memory. The poignancy of the story. The poignancy of the character's death brought the audience to tears.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Dilemma.
A situation in which a difficult choice has to be made between two or more options, especially that are equally unfavorable ones.
Examples:
Chicken and egg dilemma. Be in a dilemma. The choice between bureaucracy and adhocracy represents a common dilemma.
Paradox.
A statement, situation, or person that has two opposite facts or features and therefore seems impossible, is difficult to understand, or is strange.
Examples:
French paradox. The paradox of the heap. There are many theories to explain this paradox.
Mixture.
A combination of different elements, substances, or entities, usually in non-uniform proportions, resulting in a homogeneous or heterogeneous blend of physical or chemical properties.
Examples:
Mixture of emotions. Perfect mixture. The paint was a mixture of different pigments to achieve the desired color.
Frightening.
Causing fear or alarm, or very surprising and alarming.
Examples:
Cast frightening eyes. Frightening experience. The news of the pandemic was a frightening reminder of the fragility of human health.
Sensation.
A feeling associated with stimulation of a sense organ or with a specific body condition, a general feeling of interest and excitement.
Examples:
Cause a widespread sensation. Taste sensation. If you apply this ointment, you may feel a mild burning sensation.
Pathos.
Quality in a work of art, literature, or drama that evokes feelings of sadness, pity, or deep emotion, often related to human suffering or adversity that is presented in a sympathetic or poignant manner.
Examples:
Pathos appeals. Pathos-inducing scene. The movie was full of pathos, making the audience feel emotional and teary-eyed.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples.
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Drawing.
The act of making a picture with a pencil, pen, or other instruments on paper, cardboard, or other material.
Examples.
Technical drawing. Drawing for design. She is talented at drawing and has won several awards for her artwork.
Triumph.
A great victory or achievement.
Examples.
Triumph of democracy. Triumph of the spirit. The team's triumph in the championship resulted from their hard work and dedication.
Transcendent.
Going beyond the limits of ordinary experience or knowledge, surpassing the usual or expected, exalted or sublime.
Examples.
Transcendent wisdom. Transcendent joy. The transcendent beauty of the Grand Canyon took his breath away.
Packed.
Extremely full of people, very crowded.
Examples.
Packed audience. A romance-packed movie. The drama is fascinating and action-packed.
Assemble.
To collect in one place as a single group.
Examples.
Assemble your colleagues. Assemble a jigsaw puzzle. The president began to assemble an army.
Terribly.
Very badly, to a great extent or very much.
Examples.
Suffer terribly. I am terribly sorry. His arm was swollen and terribly red.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples.
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Cognition.
The psychological process of perception and learning and reasoning, the mental action or process by which knowledge and understanding are developed in the mind.
Examples.
Social cognition. Cognition disorder. The professor focused on the research of infant cognition.
Manipulate.
To influence or control something or someone to your advantage, often in an unfair or dishonest way.
Examples.
Manipulate figures. Vulnerable to manipulate. Please tell me how to manipulate this computer.
Electrochemistry.
The branch of physical chemistry concerned with the relations between electrical and chemical phenomena.
Examples.
Electrochemistry device. Electrochemistry element. Many electric vehicle companies now employ electrochemistry capacitors for circuits.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Intrinsic.
Belonging naturally, essential.
Examples:
Intrinsic value. Intrinsic nature. The intrinsic beauty of the painting was immediately apparent to all who viewed it.
Extrinsic.
Not forming an essential or inherent part of something, coming from outside or external to something, foreign or alien.
Examples:
Extrinsic stimuli. Extrinsic factors. The extrinsic motivation for her to exercise was to fit into her old clothes again.
Intrinsically.
From the inherent nature or quality of something or arising from within.
Examples:
Intrinsically motivated. Intrinsically valuable. The kindness of strangers is intrinsically rewarding, even when no reward is expected.
Exquisite.
Extremely beautiful and delicate.
Examples:
Exquisite crafts. A man of exquisite sensitivity. We can hear an exquisite piano melody from his room.
Universal.
Existing or affecting everywhere or everyone.
Examples:
Universal life. Principles of universal design. The picture earned near universal acclaim from critics.
Mediate.
To try to bring about an agreement or understanding between people who are in conflict.
Examples:
Mediate allergic reaction. Mediate a negotiation. The teacher had to mediate a disagreement between two students over a stolen pencil.
Comprehension.
The ability to understand or grasp the meaning of something, especially through knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Comprehension level. A listening comprehension test. Her comprehension of the material was impressive for someone so young.
Tedious.
Tiresome or boring because of being repetitive, dull, or too long, causing mental or physical fatigue due to its unrelenting nature.
Examples:
Tedious task. Tedious routine. The work of data entry can be tedious, but it is important for maintaining accurate records.
Symmetry.
Balance or proportion in design or structure, with elements arranged evenly on either side of an axis.
Examples:
Bilateral symmetry. Axial symmetry. The building had a symmetry pattern that was pleasing to the eye.
Exposition.
A comprehensive description and explanation of an idea or theory, a collection of things, such as goods or works of art, etc., for public display.
Examples:
An international exposition. Rational exposition. The exposition in the novel provides background information on the characters and setting. Coincidence. An occasion when two or more similar things happen at the same time by chance, in a surprising way. Examples: the coincidence of an opinion. By a strange coincidence. It was a pure coincidence that we met her in the library. Asymmetrical. Lacking symmetry or balance, unevenly or irregularly shaped, not corresponding in terms of quantity, size, or position. Examples: asymmetrical design. Asymmetrical haircut. The asymmetrical shape of the vase made it unique and exciting. Meddle. To interfere in someone else's affairs without permission or invitation, to become involved in an activity that is not one's own. Examples: meddle in relationships. Meddle with the evidence. She always tries to meddle in other people's affairs, and it's starting to get annoying. Individual. A single person or thing, as distinct from a group. Examples: a private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit. Element. A fundamental or essential part of something. Examples: new design elements. Non-metallic elements. Natural selection is an essential element in Darwin's theory of evolution. Delight. A feeling of great pleasure or happiness. Examples: a tremor of delight. With delight. The delight on the child's faces when they received the toy was priceless. Cognitive. Of or relating to mental processes of understanding. Examples: improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep. Shameless. Without shame or embarrassment, showing no remorse or guilt for one's actions or behaviors. Examples: shameless behavior. Shameless liar. He acted in a shameless way, not caring that his actions hurt others. Expose. To show something by uncovering it, to make something accessible to some action or influence. Examples: expose a crime. Expose a person to risks. That newspaper exposed a political scandal in a big way. Palimpsest. A manuscript or piece of writing material on which the original writing has been effaced to make room for later writing.
Examples:
Palimpsest parchment. Medieval palimpsest. The palimpsest manuscript he discovered contained layers of text from different centuries, offering a fascinating glimpse into the past.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Layer.
A sheet, quantity, or thickness of the material, typically one of several, covering a surface or body, a level or part within a system or set of ideas.
Examples:
Layer cake. Layer of paint. The layer of frost on the ground was so thick it was difficult to walk on.
Protrude.
To extend out or stick out beyond a surface or boundary.
Examples:
Protrude from the edge. Protrude my lips. The rock jutted out and protruded from the cliff face.
Dimension.
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples:
New dimension. The crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Legend.
An old story that may or may not be accurate regarding some persons and events, a well-known person who is admired by others for a long time, particularly in a particular field.
Examples:
Basketball legend. Legend of King Arthur. Many of the legends of the famous general came about hundreds of years after his death.
Resonate.
To be filled with a deep echoing sound.
Examples:
Deeply resonate with the consumers. Resonate in the same frequency. The sound resonates well in this theater.
Laminate.
A material made by bonding together two or more layers of different materials, often used in furniture or flooring.
Examples:
Laminate flooring. Laminate table. The countertop in my kitchen is made of durable laminate material.
Piercing.
Going through something, appearing to notice things about another person that would typically go unnoticed, especially in a way that causes that individual to feel uncomfortable.
Examples:
Piercing laughter. Piercing pain. A piercing scream filled the room.
Consummate.
Complete or perfect in every aspect, supremely skilled or accomplished. Verb, to bring to a state of perfection or completion.
Examples:
Consummate professional. Consummate a transaction. Their wedding was a consummate display of elegance and love.
Reflection.
The act of thinking deeply about something, or the ability to think deeply, the image of something that is seen in a mirror or other reflective surface.
Examples.
Reflection question. Photon reflection. The teacher asked the students to write a reflection on the book they had just read.
Flicker.
To shine unsteadily or intermittently, as if with a faint light.
Examples.
Flicker every 2 seconds. Flicker out like a candle. The fireflies flickered in the darkness.
Kinetic.
Of or relating to motion or the forces that cause motion.
Examples.
Kinetic friction. Kinetic motion. The kinetic energy of the falling object increased as it fell.
Standing.
Existing or remaining upright, having a vertical position, noun, social, financial, or professional status or reputation.
Examples.
Standing water. His social standing. The standing concert was packed with fans.
Brilliantly.
In an intelligent, graceful, or skillful manner, very brightly or effectively.
Examples.
Brilliantly executed. Brilliantly lit. He played the piano brilliantly at the concert.
Relief.
A feeling of happiness and relaxation that comes when something burdensome is removed or reduced.
Examples.
Tax relief. Sigh of relief. He devoted his life to establishing a humanitarian relief fund.
Rider.
A clause, amendment, or stipulation added to a legal document or bill. A person who rides on or operates a vehicle or animal. A person who travels a specified distance on horseback to deliver a message.
Examples.
A motorcycle rider. Rider to a bill. The horse rider won first place in the equestrian competition.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples.
Underneath the surface of the water. Underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Chain.
A series of connected links or objects, a system or group of interconnected elements, a restraint or shackle.
Examples.
Chain reaction. Supply chain. The chain on my bike broke, leaving me stranded.
Engine.
A machine that converts thermal energy to mechanical work, something that has an important role used to achieve a purpose.
Examples.
A steam engine. An air-cooled engine. The policies he announces can be the engine of economic growth in the country.
Flick.
To make a sudden sharp movement or hit something quickly with a sharp movement.
Examples:
Flicker candle. Flick through pages. He flipped the light switch, and the room was illuminated.
Lacquer.
A clear or colored liquid coating composed of a resinous substance typically applied to wood, metal, or other surfaces as a protective or decorative finish, the hard, glossy finish that results from the application of such coating.
Examples:
Black lacquer. Lacquer craft. The wooden furniture was coated with a layer of glossy lacquer for a polished finish.
Prop.
A piece of wood, metal, etc., placed beneath or against something to support it or keep it in position, a system, institution, or person that gives help or support to someone or something.
Examples:
Emotional prop. Prop stick. We have finally lost our last prop.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
The gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Radiate.
To spread out or emit something, such as light or heat, in all directions.
Examples:
Radiate an aura. Radiate in all directions. Roads radiate from the famous building in the center of the city.
Curve.
A bend or angle in a line or surface that deviates from a straight or flat path, a gradual or smooth change in direction or shape.
Examples:
Learning curve. Yield curve. The curve in the road was so sharp that I had to slow down to navigate it safely.
Aerodynamics.
The study of the motion of air, particularly its interaction with solid objects moving through it, such as aircraft or cars.
Examples:
Aerodynamics research. Aerodynamics design. The aerodynamics of the car allowed it to glide smoothly through the air.
Brand.
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
Create a brand logo. The brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Royalty.
Revenue derived from the use of a patent, copyright, or other right, the people who are the family of a king and queen.
Examples:
A grandchild of royalty. Royalty income. The royalty payments for the use of the patented technology were quite high.
Genius.
Someone who has exceptional intellectual ability and originality.
Examples:
A person of genius. A genius for music. Mozart was a musical genius.
Plumber.
A person who installs and repairs the pipes and fixtures of a water supply, heating system, or drainage system.
Examples:
Plumber's wrench. Licensed plumber. I had to call a plumber to fix the leaky faucet in my bathroom.
Maestro.
A title used to refer to a master or skilled practitioner of a particular art, often used to describe a distinguished musician or conductor, someone who is highly accomplished in their field.
Examples:
Guitar maestro. Orchestral maestro. Fortunately, the orchestra had a maestro conductor leading them through the complex symphony.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Craftsman.
A skilled worker who creates handmade objects, especially one who works with wood, metal, or other materials.
Examples:
Craftsman skill. A subtle craftsman. The adept craftsman carefully carved the wooden figurine with precision and skill.
Sculptor.
An artist who creates sculptures, three-dimensional objects, or forms.
Examples:
Sculptor studio. Renowned sculptor. The famous sculptor used various tools to carve the marble into the desired shape.
Compromise.
To settle a problem or disagreement by mutual concession.
Examples:
Compromise the matter. Cannot compromise anymore. They never compromised on development despite the lack of funds.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Supple.
Flexible and easy to bend or move, gracefully agile, adaptable or responsive to change or new ideas.
Examples:
Supple muscles. Supple leather. The ballerina's supple movements left the audience mesmerized.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Split.
To divide, or to make something divide into two or more parts, especially along a particular line.
Examples:
Split a bill. Split a reward equally. Companies often split their shares to lower the stock price and encourage investors to buy.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Rarely.
Not happening often, infrequently, seldom.
Examples:
Rarely seen. Rarely used. I rarely eat fast food because I prefer healthy options.
Orchestrate.
To plan, coordinate, or arrange something, especially skillfully or cleverly. Noun, the act of organizing or directing the elements of a composition, especially in music.
Examples:
Orchestrate a takeover. Orchestrate the political reinstatement. He carefully orchestrated the details of his business plan.
Embodiment.
Someone or something that precisely expresses a characteristic or an idea.
Examples:
Embodiment of evil. Illustrative embodiment. The devil is the embodiment of wicked ideas.
Refreshing.
Providing a sense of renewal, revitalization, or invigoration, pleasantly rejuvenating or re-energizing, offering relief or respite from fatigue or monotony.
Examples:
Refreshing drink. Refreshing shower. Sipping an ice-cold lemonade on a hot summer day is a refreshing experience.
Bloody.
Covered in or smeared with blood, involving or characterized by bloodshed or brutality.
Examples:
Bloody massacre. Bloody diarrhea. The crime scene was bloody and gruesome.
Refract.
To bend or alter the direction of light, sound, or particles as they pass through different substances or mediums, to cause something to appear distorted or altered.
Examples:
Refract light. Refract sound. The morning sun refracted off the dew on the grass, creating a beautiful rainbow.
Swan.
A large water bird with a long neck, bill, and webbed feet, known for their elegant and graceful appearance.
Examples:
Swan song. Black swan. The swan's feathers glistened in the sunlight.
Hail.
To call out to someone to get their attention, often from a distance, to greet or welcome someone, especially with enthusiasm or admiration. Noun, precipitation in the form of small balls or lumps of ice that fall from the sky.
Examples:
Hail the victorious team with cheers. Hail forecast. People in the area were forced to hail a taxi due to the lack of public transportation options.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Ballet.
A type of performance dance that tells a dramatic story or expresses an idea with music, but no talking or singing.
Examples:
A ballet enthusiast. Ballet lessons. She is a leading female classical ballet dancer.
Difficulty.
A condition or state that causes problems.
Examples:
The degree of difficulty. Difficulty in breathing. He has difficulty exercising because of a back injury sustained in an accident.
Grace.
A quality of being pleasing, especially in appearance or manner, a temporary exemption, especially an extended period granted as a special favor, a short prayer of thanks before a meal.
Examples:
Say a grace. End of the grace period. The old oak tree stood with grace and majesty in the park center.
Arabesque.
A complex and intricate pattern or design characterized by flowing, curved lines and ornamental elements, often used in architecture, art, and decorative motifs.
Examples:
Arabesque pattern. Elegant arabesque. The ballet dancer performed a beautiful arabesque during the recital.
Ply.
To work with or manipulate a material or tool repeatedly or vigorously, to use or apply a skill, influence, or force repeatedly or persistently. Noun, a layer or strand, especially in textiles or materials.
Examples:
Ply the root. Double ply. She learned to ply her knitting needles skillfully, creating beautiful sweaters and scarves.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Heighten.
To increase or enhance the intensity, degree, or extent of something, to make something more pronounced or noticeable, to intensify or amplify.
Examples:
Heighten anxiety. Heighten emotions. The use of bright colors in the painting heightened the overall sense of joy and vibrancy.
Microsecond.
1/1,000,000 equals 0.0000001 of a second.
Examples:
At a microsecond rate. 10 millimeters per microsecond. This process all happens within a microsecond.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples:
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Enzyme.
A substance produced by a living organism that acts as a catalyst to bring about a specific biochemical reaction.
Examples:
Enzyme reaction. Lack of digestive enzymes. A deficiency in the enzyme can lead to a medical condition.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Flash.
A sudden intense burst of radiant energy, a momentary brightness.
Examples:
A flash of lightning. Brilliant flash. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Blip.
A sudden and small, and typically temporary, change or deviation from a general trend.
Examples:
Temporary blip. Minor blip. The stock market had one bad blip today.
Motor.
A device that converts electricity, fuel, etc. into movement and makes a machine, vehicle, etc. work.
Examples:
A motor mechanic. DC motor control. Energy-efficient motors are needed to maximize the cruising distance of electric vehicles.
Motorcycle.
A two-wheeled vehicle that is driven by an engine and has no pedals.
Examples:
Motorcycle gangster. Electric motorcycle. He had his motorcycle license revoked for drunken driving.
specifically.
Only associated with or meant for one thing.
Examples:
Designed specifically for men. For specifically American customers. This ad campaign is aimed specifically at young women.
Engender.
To make a feeling or situation exist, to cause or give rise to.
Examples:
Engender a crisis. Engender the trust. The discussion about war helps engender a sense of shared humanity.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples:
Science of ecology. The ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Slave.
A person who is either legally or illegally owned by someone, a person entirely dominated by some influence or a person.
Examples:
A slave of drink. A slave trader. You should work hard but not be a slave to it.
Fraction.
A small part or item forming a piece of a whole, the quotient of two rational numbers.
Examples:
A fractional share of the vote. A numerator in a fraction. He spent only a fraction of his earnings.
Domain.
A specific sphere of influence or control, a specific field of knowledge or expertise.
Examples:
Domain of use. A dependent domain. The company's domain in the market was expanding to new territories.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Folding.
Capable of being folded or bent, having one or more sections that can be folded or collapsed for easier storage or transportation.
Examples:
Folding knife. Folding table. The folding chairs were easy to set up and take down for the event.
Underpaid.
Paid less than a fair or reasonable wage.
Examples:
Underpaid male. Underpaid position. Many people believe that they are underpaid for the work that they do.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
Bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Bundle.
A group of things that are tied or wrapped together, a large amount or quantity of something, a package or parcel of things.
Examples:
Bundle of papers. Travel bundle. I tied up the bundle of newspapers and took them to the recycling center.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Functional.
Designed for or capable of a particular activity, purpose, or task, practical or ready for use or service.
Examples:
Field of functional medicine. Functional deafness. The mobile phone was still functional even after being dropped.
Repeatedly.
Again and again, many times.
Examples:
Use cell phone repeatedly. Repeatedly nod. He claims that his legitimate requests were repeatedly ignored.
Snatch.
To take or grab something suddenly or quickly.
Examples:
Snatch a hasty meal. Snatch up her purse. He snatches victory from the jaws of defeat in the game's final seconds.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples:
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.